One thing we can tell you is that this happened in broad daylight, and those that live and work in this area, they're definitely on edge. Army Specialist Baker is the 7th unclaimed veteran to be buried under this program that's been in this area for about 2 years. Here at the federal courthouse were 7 officers in this indictment who were arrested this morning, came before a judge in shackles and handcuffs, looking remorseful. Crews are still working this water main line that broke early this morning. It happened about 2 o'clock this morning. I wanted to show you, this is part of the pipe that busted. I mean, it was literally split in pieces. So this small archaeological team is on a mission to find out what was, long before Fort Jackson was established. Now, since today is my birthday, the family decided to give me a nice bushel of collard greens. Now look at these. These are beautiful. Can't wait to eat them. And a person is dead after an ambulance hit them in Lee County. Authorities say it happened this morning just before 4:30 when the person was walking on Kelly Bridge Road as the ambulance was traveling east. The Better Business Bureau is warning about an email scam it says you could fall victim to. It's called sextortion, and it works like this.
Brian, what are you seeing at this hour? We're going to say that you're going to be speaking with someone.
Yes, right now we're inside, we're indoors, and this is at the Orangeburg Wilkinson High School. As we've been telling you, this wind is whipping up out here. The rain is coming down on a steady basis, and we'll continue to keep you updated on this Hurricane Dorian as it passes along our coast. Definitely a busy day around Columbia for President Trump's visit at Benedict College. Things are back to normal as the president headed back out this afternoon. In Columbia, Bryant, Monteilh, watch Fox News. While we were covering the disappearance and death of Chester Rocks Davis last November, Sumter police now tell us we talked to a man who's now charged in the 31-year-old's death. While we were setting up for a live report near where Davis was found, a man stopped his car, got out, and started talking with us about the case. I asked him if he knew the victim. He said he did and agreed to go on camera.
He was a nice individual. To be honest with you, it just looked like he worked. He didn't deserve what he needed, what happened to him.
Parrish Pollard shared with us that he knew some of Davis's family and told us what they were going through.
They been like, that's sad. He didn't deserve that. They said that, honestly. They really feel like they hope he gets justice.
Little did we know Pollard was one of the men that would later be charged with murder in Davis's death. Another man and a 17-year-old girl have also been charged in the case. All 3 are in the Sumter County Jail. In Sumter, Bryant, Monteilh, watch Fox News.
You made this thing so bad. I want to know if you did this thing and tell me. That's all I want to know. Tell me the doggone truth.
A tearful plea from Henry Rowland, the father of accused killer Nate Rowland. His parents say they were shocked to learn their youngest child is now charged in the death of Samantha Josephson, whose body was found less than 3 miles from their home. Nate's mother, Loretta, says her son is innocent.
He is a very good young man. And when I talked to him, and I talked to him yesterday, and he told me, he said, that wasn't him, and I believe him. He said, that's not him.
The couple's other son says Nate was not in the car that surveillance video shows the USC student getting into.
My son was telling me that Nate passed out at a house party.
Yeah.
He checked his pockets when he woke up. He checked his pockets. He didn't have his keys. So he walked outside to try to find his vehicle. He found the vehicle, opened the door, seen his keys, and seen all the blood inside the vehicle.
The family is not allowed to visit Nate, but this is what his father wants him to know.
But if you didn't do it, I'm all out for you. You ain't got to worry about it. I'm behind you 100%. And I know he told me, he told my wife he didn't do it. And I know my wife ain't gonna lie about something like that. So I'm behind him 100%. But I can tell you one thing. My son is innocent. And I know that from the bottom of my heart.
In Clarendon County, Bryant, Monteilh, watch Fox News. New at 10, Sumter police telling us tonight that they have found that missing 15-year-old. Now, police made the announcement a few hours ago saying she is safe. Ariana Milligan was last seen after 11 o'clock Friday night at her Master Drive home, and again, she is home. In Orangeburg tonight, a man is now facing an attempted murder charge as deputies say this came after a drug deal. Deputies arrested Charles Singleton Wednesday. The Orangeburg County Sheriff's Department says at about 2:30 that afternoon, the victim drove to the Seawright Street and gave Singleton money for cocaine. While officials say an argument broke out once Singleton refused to return the money after telling the victim he had no cocaine. And that's when deputies say Singleton then shoots through the victim's windshield, hitting him in the head. Well, one person is dead after an officer-involved shooting at a Walmart. Now, it happened in Chester this morning, and according to our Fox affiliate in Charlotte, officials say the suspect was shoplifting and he was shot and killed. A Lexington County man will be spending the rest of his life behind bars for the murder of his wife. Jason Lee was found guilty of murder and first-degree burglary Friday. As investigators say, back in 2017, he went to Lindsay's home in West Columbia and attacked her. Now, police say he cut her throat after choking her and left her in the bathtub. The couple had separated in 2016. Now, police say the murder happened just 1 month before the divorce was set to be final. And the excitement started for the fans well before today's game opener. Many began tailgating early this morning. There were many college students among the sea of garnet and black, but also some dads who are still showing their loyalty to their favorite school. For some fans, it was their first home game, and they said they couldn't wait for the game to start.
I'm excited to see this defense. You know, they were electric last week. I think they're going to bring it. Jake Bentley, we're praying for you, dog. I know your foot's hurt, but Helinski's going to light it up, and we just want to see a beatdown.
Now, South Carolina hosts number 2 Alabama next Saturday. Well, still to come on Watch Fox News at 10, a top 15 battle in Death Valley, highlights and reaction from Clemson coming up later in sports. Many times, history is black and white. As the State Fair celebrates 150 years, according to fair historians, it once was separated by race from the 1890s to the late 1960s.
One week it was known as the White Fair, and the following week it was known as the Colored Fair.
That was the norm across the country, basically. Not as much in the North as the South, but still that was the norm.
Lydia Sandiford is 88 years old. The former teacher started going to the fair with her family when she was just 5. That was in 1936.
It was a very happy time because we were able to go and just have fun and enjoy the fair and the rides and all that the fair offered for that 1 week.
2 of Lydia's former students remember what it was like when they graduated from high school back in 1960.
Theirs was first, and we got what was left over.
You came to the fair, you knew that all black people would be there, so you didn't see other cultures.
They took some of the good rides away, and we didn't have all of the rides that the first group had.
For more than 75 years, the Colored State Fair operated the week after the White State Fair on the same fairgrounds. In 1965, the White State Fair was integrated. The Colored State Fair changed the name to the Palmetto State Fair and lasted until 1971.
Everybody just mingled and mixed and ate food and enjoyed the rides, and color didn't have any effect on why we were there.
In Columbia, Brian Monteilh, Watch Fox News. Voters in Irmo elected a new mayor and made history Tuesday by electing the first African-American mayor in the town's 128-year history. Councilman Barry Walker unseated the incumbent Hardy King after 2 terms in office.
The citizens of Irmo, black and white, fat and skinny, all gave me a mandate. They said that we were tired of the divisiveness in the council.
Last year, King came under fire after posting anti-Muslim comments on his Facebook page. His comments sparked a MoveOn.org petition calling on him to resign. Now, Walker says that he received a number of calls from family, friends, and supporters. Now, the call that really surprised him was the call from the governor himself.
This is Henry. I said, Henry? Henry who? Henry McMaster. I said, oh, governor. Like he's all my long-lost buddy, But I was excited to get that phone call. He congratulated me on winning a decisive victory in Irmo.
Walker says it took him 15 years to win the mayor's office. That's how long he's been serving as a council member. He also says he's looking forward to getting more young people involved in the political process.
We need some young people to take my place and get engaged in the process so that when I retire, they can take over and keep running Irmo in a positive direction.
Councilman Barry Walker says that he looks forward to getting to work as mayor, and he'll be sworn in right here at the administrative office on December 3rd. In Irmo, Bryant Monteilh, Watch Fox News.